Now to the coronavirus pandemic, and the number of cases in the U.S. has now topped 4 million. Governor Phil Murphy tweeting today that New Jersey is the only state in the country where COVID cases dropped for 2 weeks in a row. But now health officials in Middletown are investigating a cluster of cases linked to a party with teenagers. About 20 cases have been linked to the event. New Jersey reporter Tony Yates is live in Middletown with the story. Tony?
Sade, more than 144,000 people in this country have died of COVID-19. And as you said, more than 4 million people in this country are now infected. The virus does kill young people. It is highly contagious. Those are the facts. Now, this cluster here in Middletown, it surrounds that one party, and the leaders here, they just need as much information as that they can use as possible, because they're saying that they're trying to make sure that no one else becomes sick.
The party took place July 11th at a home on West Front Street in Middletown. 20 people who attended or are at least connected to the event in some way are COVID-19 positive, beyond the fact that local leaders are disturbed about reports that kids were drinking alcohol there.
We don't condone illegal behavior, so I'm not wild about 15-year-olds or whatever's drinking alcohol on the one hand, okay? So please don't break the law, period. But on the other hand, this isn't a witch hunt. You know, we don't condone that, but this is a public health pursuit.
The immediate focus of Middletown's health department, though, is the virus and preventing the spread. Health officials say they're finally getting some information from some people who attended to help with contact tracing. Important, they say, because anyone who may have been at the party may have visited other places, restaurants or stores, unknowingly putting other people at risk. And they need to speak to those people who may have had close contact with someone who may have tested positive.
We take that information and reach out to those individuals to make sure that they understand to quarantine for 14 days to watch themselves for any signs or symptoms of illness.
And that's why Mayor Tony Perry is asking families to comply with the health department's request to get in contact with them to help contain the spread.
We're asking and pleading with parents and the students that may have attended that. You're not in any trouble. But we want to break the back of this infection, and if we can get the contact information and get some details, we are then able to contact those who may have been exposed to the coronavirus.
Now, the health department says it has been in contact with several of the families who were affected by this. They say that they have told them that they are self-quarantining with their families and they are monitoring their symptoms. They say they need everyone that had any connection to that party to do the same and to get in contact with them.